detectives ride round picking up clues. We'll name our children Jackie and Wilson, raise them on rhythm and blues. Okay. Every month I do a photo dump right on my Instagram. So I do one on my main Instagram and I do one on my spam account. Um on my spam account it's just like silly pictures, pictures of people, whatever. On my main account it's like pictures of whatever I see, art, scenery, stuff. Um I throw itches. Okay, I don't know why I said that, but the thing is that each time I post, so I do a monthly post, right? So like I started February 2024, it's currently January, so almost a year. So I do February dump, March dump, whatever. The thing is that every time a month ends and a new one begins, I'm always afraid that the upcoming month will not top the previous one. And besides the fear of like, oh, like it's stupid, but oh, I'm not gonna have enough pictures for a dump, it's more like, what if I'm just miserable for a whole month and like there's no way for me to show that I was happy? And like the issue is not that I want to tell people that I experienced this and this and that. It's more like an internal thing because I think I would still post. Ooh, I almost ended the video. I would still post even if I had a private account. But I think some things are better when you share them. For example, there are pictures that I only share with like specific people because I want them to see it. There are pictures that I keep to myself because I think they're just like intimate like that. I think there are things that are meant to be shared and things that are not. That's not even my point. The thing is that when December ended, seasonal depression, it's getting dark early. Trump was I shouldn't say this because well, a lot of stuff was just not the way perhaps we had pictured it, and it may come with anxiety, sadness, solitude, loneliness, whatever. Um, one of oh my God, one of my biggest fears is like just not being productive, not doing anything. And I think that the cold allows me to not do stuff, which in retrospect is not a good thing. Why? I am an active person. I love summer because the second I wake up at like 6, 7 a.m., it's already daytime. I can go out the second I wake up and I can come back at 9 p.m. That's like what? 7 to 12. That's those 6 to 12. Okay, unrealistic. I'm not going out at 7 a.m. 8. 8 to 12, that's 4 hours. Then to 9, 9 plus 4. Okay, 13 hours that you can be outside. Well, you can be outside like anytime. It's just that not particularly safe, I'd say, to go out at night. And also not that like I don't really like going out at nighttime unless I'm doing something specifically related to nighttime because like I can't just go to a park when it's dark outside. I can't just go on a hike when it's dark outside. My friends have curfews, yada yada yada. When January started, like December was already like not that great. Holidays and shit. People are with their own. I'm with my own. Um, but when holidays ended, January started, and I remember I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be ass." I'm not gonna do anything. I'm not gonna go out. School starting. It's cold, it's so cold, and it was so cold this January. It's okay. Because then in the summer I'm gonna be missing the cold, but when you have it, you don't appreciate it, whatever. The thing is that the second the year started, it was blessing after blessing after blessing after blessing. I got something that I had been waiting for a long time, that will make and has made my life so much easier and has taken part of my dread that came from my future away. Um, I'm posting this. I don't think no one will watch it, but if you're watching and you don't know what I'm talking about, you're not gonna know. Um, my niece was born. Beautiful baby. I remember I was so grateful for life and birth and the gift of life that day. Beautiful. I met with people that I hadn't seen in a long time, people that I have not seen since graduation. I catched up, I spoke, I laughed, I listened, and it was beautiful. It was stuff that you could only see in movies, and I got to experience it. I also reunited with people that, even though I had seen them like maybe 1 or 2 months before, I got to see them again. And it was absolutely beautiful. I met people. I reunited with people that I did not know. Well, not reunited, but united with people that I had not met before, and it was enjoyable. It was pleasant. I got a job. I haven't started yet. January is about to end, but whatever. Um, I'm so grateful for January. I think that part of you having hope is also you already seeing positive things. I think that's why a lot of people lose hope, because they see this like streak of negative things happen, and they just like, oh, if there's this like, negative after negative after negative after negative, a positive will not come. And sometimes I do think like that, and that's why I'm grateful that this year started with so many blessings, because I'm the type of person to that thinks that it can only go up. Like, yeah, you will have your downs, but it like ultimately it's just gonna keep going up. Like, there's no way down. And well, you may think like, oh, if you have blessing like positive after positive after positive after positive, then you're in for a big negative. And I'm like, baby, I have seen people like, which is okay, but complain about their life in such a enormous scale. And if you focus on the negative, your life will be pretty shitty. And it sounds absolutely stupid. I cannot find a better word for someone to say, oh, just focus on the positive when there's so much negative going on. But I can tell you, I can assess that I bet probably more bad things that happened to me in January than good things, but I only celebrate and give my attention to the positive things. And I know for some people's brain connections, brain transmissions, this may not be able to work, for they are wired to focus on the bad things, on the negative things, and this just like creates this like dreadful whatever. So I started being more grateful, more I appreciate stuff more. Something that I started last year around December is that I started this I am grateful for. So I have an alarm each day at 8 p.m. Sometimes I forget to do it, but and it's what are you grateful for today? So I have a note, and then I list each day and what I'm grateful for that day. And I just say something I'm grateful for. That I got from I don't know if he has TikTok or not. He probably posts on TikTok first, but I saw him on Instagram Reels, and he was like, "Today I'm grateful for," and he literally was like thanking like, "Oh, I'm grateful for water. I'm grateful for like hoses to like spray plants. I'm grateful like I'm maybe exaggerating a little bit, but I'm grateful for um plant pots, whatever they're called." And I think that's such a beautiful outlook on life when you focus on the positive things and the thing that you could be grateful for. Like, imagine I had made a list of, oh, and also the point of it is for you, as I said, to focus on the positive and try to, like, because sometimes when I'm like thinking about a positive things, the only things that come to mind, if that was a bad day, are bad things. So I could name you 30 things, bad things that happened in one day that I was not grateful for, that I wish never happened, but I'm forcing myself to think of one positive thing, which, and sometimes it takes me so long just to think of one, and that's when it gets tricky and when it gets, I think, deeper, because you actually have to think of stuff that you may not have felt thankful for before that you are now. So you learn to appreciate things. For example, where's my phone? One second. I thanked having legs. That was my one of my first one. Having legs, like you go on about your day with legs, walking, jumping, running, uh, sitting down, sitting up, and you just don't think about it because you're like on an automatic mode. But think about like imagine you didn't think about people that don't, and how they have to go on about their day maybe with some more difficulty than the ones you have, and also like not as much freedom. Like I can just walk outside, I can go for a run as I please because I have legs. I have ice cream, fingers, human connection, the wind's unreliability. I was outside, the wind blew my hair. It made an absolute mess. I could have wrote about how I was ungrateful about the fact that my hair was messy, but I chose to be thankful about the wind's unreliability. And even though it may not have caused like a good outcome, my hair, it made me laugh. It made me so, because what the fuck, like just going outside and the wind is just like in your face, that's crazy. Um, FaceTime. People couldn't just call somebody up and talk to them for hours. They had to wait days to hear from their fucking husband that went to the fucking war and may not even come back. Um, Helping people up, tiramisu, naps. Sometimes you're so tired, but yet you have so much to do, and when you're finally able to take a nap, you don't appreciate it enough. Following through. Something that you said you were gonna do and you actually followed through with that. That's something to be grateful for and something to also be proud of, because imagine you didn't. Just you could have just had another failure, and but man, we gotta be grateful. And I feel like a lot of people that talk about, these people that have like this outlook on life are like already privileged, but it's all mental. And this may sound ignorant, but it's right, it's all mental. You can be a hateful person if all of the things you plant, I don't know the word, harvest, what fucking ever, is hate. Um Compliment people outside. People are full of beauty. Go catch the sun. Focus on the good, because the bad will always come. And when it comes, the fuck can you do about it? But you either, I don't know. Well, I haven't posted in a while, but it's okay because nobody's waiting for me to post but myself. But yeah, I don't think I have anything else to say other than it's kind of like sunset time, so I might go and watch it through my window. Okay, bye bye.